Myanmar Empire. This is one I don't see happening a lot, so we're gonna do this one. All right. First things first. Obviously, it's Myanmar is gonna be buffed, insanely buffed, so they can actually form an empire. Because right here they got India, right there they got China. So realistically, their empire can't be too big. However, I I, I gotta buff them a little bit. So Myanmar will always be in red, and if they end up having allies, then they're gonna probably be in dark red, just like that. So yeah, okay, let's begin. First things first, we're actually gonna have Myanmar invading Bangladesh because I'm pretty sure these two hate each other. So that's a good place for them to start. One of their enemies. So Myanmar, they're gonna invade just a little bit down here, and then they're gonna realize it's pretty hard to invade Bangladesh because the population density makes it really hard to get through. And eventually they're gonna have to end up stopping. However, not before they move up a little bit more, all the way till here, capture this land, and from here they're actually going to get a peace treaty. Yeah, even with them being buffed, I don't think they can realistically deal more than this damage to Bangladesh. Bangladesh is kind of overpowered. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. From here, they're going to actually do another thing. Myanmar is going to launch an invasion of Thailand. Now, this is because basically they're actually going to get Laos and Cambodia to help them in this, and that is going to be because they're gonna think this is pretty good because it's gonna give them a lot of sea access. And also, let's just say there was a border skirmish over here. Laos and Cambodia are just gonna like assist. They're not gonna fully get into the war. Just some military access. Anyway, the invasion is going to begin. Myanmar troops, they're going to launch the invasion from the north, and pretty much instantly they're going to be able to deal a lot of damage and have the entire north capitulate. Now, Thailand isn't weak or incompetent, and quickly they're going to realize that Myanmar probably can't keep this up for too long. However, Myanmar, because now they're buffed, they're actually going to end up cutting this right here, and that's going to make the entire south separate from the north, which is going to lead to the south actually ending up capitulating. Yeah, that's it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Thailand. Eventually, the capital of Thailand is going to get captured, and Myanmar is going to move out even more. And yeah, it's not looking good at all. This is looking pretty bad for Thailand. Eventually, after getting uh, I guess after getting over here, Myanmar is going to they're going to push all the way over here, and the peace treaty. Yeah. Um. This one's going to be I almost feel a little bit bad for Thailand, just a little bit, not too much. Uh. Okay. Basically, they're going to lose. I think I'm gonna make nope. That's nope. We have to make the Myanmar Empire pretty strong. Yeah, I think that's nice. So Thailand's going to lose all of this land, and now they have this little stuff left, while Myanmar gets everything, all of this, all of this land, this newly integrated armies into Myanmar. This is probably going to help them a lot, actually. So yeah, not only are they going to get this, but also they're going to do something that's pretty OP. They're gonna get all this. Secondly, they're going to vassalize. I get puppet state the rest. Hopefully on the screen recorder it doesn't mess up the color so you can see the difference. Um, actually, could I make it lighter? I could make it orange to show that's a puppet. Nah, we'll just make it a lighter red. Anyway, those guys are a puppet state, and now Myanmar is actually going to go ahead and launch another invasion, this time into Malaysia. Now this one they just really they want this stuff most likely just to like become even more coastline so they can maybe start launching more invasions. They're going to this one is going to test their strength because quickly it's actually Malaysia that declares war on them, and yeah, the invasion goes pretty well for Malaysia. They get all the way up here, and that's where they're stopped. From here, it's a naval battle because ports from here start launching naval strikes, and eventually a landing is made on Kuala Lumpur. And yeah, Malaysia's getting comboed. Malaysia's getting absolutely comboed. Also, I'm sick while recording this, so yeah, please like and subscribe. I'll feel better. Okay, after this we have all of this getting destroyed. All of this. Wait, that's the north. You know what that means? Capitulation. Eventually, these guys completely lose all of this land. Also, stay hydrated. Anyway, so with this, that oh my god, you know what I'm just now realizing? If Malaysia's gone, well, not fully gone, that's still there. It's just not really there. Either way, that means Indonesia's gonna probably would have probably gotten involved by now, wouldn't they? Well, okay, for the sake of making this somewhat realistic and allowing Malaysia somewhat of a victory, or Malaysia, I mean Myanmar, somewhat of a victory, we're just gonna say Indonesia doesn't get involved. Anyway, from here, Malaysia's gonna launch another war. This time, it's going to be against a little coalition of countries, and that's going to be ASEAN, the the Asian NATO type thing. I don't remember what it's called, but anyway, all these guys are gonna get involved, and that is going to actually include the Philippines and what's left of Malaysia, and a special guest that is probably going to change a lot of things. So, firstly, we're gonna have this stuff. So yeah, all of this. Paint 3D. I swear, if Paint 3D crashes. No, this happens every video. Where every video Paint 3D almost crashes. Anyway, this and Indonesia. Yeah, this is not. This is gonna end badly. I can already tell. Above Indonesia, though. Actually, not Indonesia. Not Indonesia. I don't think they can physically even win anymore if Indonesia's involved. We're just gonna leave it at this. So, but Bangladesh now they built their army back up, and quickly they're going to launch an invasion that's going to completely destroy the the um the hopes and dreams of Myanmar in the west. Like yeah, this is sad to watch. Myanmar just got comboed quickly. This is gonna hurt in the morning, but it's fine because Thailand is going to launch their own invasion. They're going to launch the invasion of Laos, and they're going to do pretty well, pretty well. They're going to get pretty far out. They're going to go down a bit, into somewhere into Cambodia, just a little bit. They don't want to go too deep because then they might have to deal with the Vietnam War type stuff because they don't want to touch Vietnam basically. That's basically their entire thing. Don't touch Vietnam. That's actually that could work. That could work. But here comes Myanmar. Quickly, Myanmar troops are going to demolish, and especially in Cambodia. Cambodia is going to get comboed. Cambodia is going to get absolutely comboed. And now, deliberately, Myanmar is trying to stay away from Thailand because they want Thailand to get some land out of this, but they don't want to sacrifice their own troops to help Thailand with that land. Eventually, Laos is going to capitulate, which is going to lead to the capitulation of Cambodia, except for this region, which is going to keep getting propped up by Vietnam. However, Vietnam is going to start getting a little bit scared now because they are getting invaded rapidly. Quickly after the capture of this small region, Vietnam's just going to pull out of Colombia and sign a peace treaty. Or well, no, they're not going to. They're going to sign a peace treaty in the sense that they're going to say, "All right, let's stop fighting each other." However, the war is not over. With Vietnam though gone as a threat, Myanmar is going to now focus their resources on Bangladesh, which is going to hurt the Bengalis because their entire thing was, yeah, as long as Vietnam's occupying these guys' forces in the east, we can probably grab the west. But well, that's not going to happen anymore, is it? Yeah, yeah. Quickly, Taka is captured, and that's going to lead to these guys kind of just dying. Meanwhile, over here, Sri Lanka. Do we even need to talk about Sri Lanka? They're just wiped out. They have no chance. Absolutely no chance. With the destruction of Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, now that the Western Front is destroyed and the Eastern Front is frozen, Vietnam's barely even fighting. Um, Philippines and Malaysia are just gonna peace out. And taking a look at this peace treaty, Bain 380, we have a deal, and that deal is that you do not crash. Thank you. I swear, every time this thing freezes, it gives me the sense that it's gonna crash. Anyway, now not much is taken from Bangladesh. No land is taken from Bangladesh. However, Sri Lanka is taken. And what else? I think in Laos there's probably gonna be a lot of stuff that happens. Um. Uh. Okay. Thailand's gonna get that. They're also going to grab that up, that small thing, and that small thing, and then the rest is going to go to Myanmar right here. And Myanmar is going to form a little bit of a, I guess like a little bit of a line of puppet states. Yeah, they're going to grab Laos and Cambodia, and they're going to put those guys into. They're going to turn those guys into puppet states, basically, just to Actually, not Laos. Laos, they're just gonna keep neutral. Colombia? No, not Colombia. What are Cambodia? Yeah, Cambodia. They're going to keep Cambodia as a puppet state though, because Laos, they're just gonna do no man's land between them and Vietnam. Some of Cambodia's land is gonna go to Thailand right here, and then obviously Laos is gonna lose some stuff to Thailand as well. Basically, all their major population centers are gone. Basically, they're pretty they look like Chile now. Very very thin. Um, I think Colombia's losses are definitely the worst in this war. Actually, no, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka lost the most in this war because they lost their entire country. But Cambodia is probably second. Cambodia or Laos. Um, Bengal though, they're gonna get some economic stuff. They have to pay a lot of war reparations. That's definitely not going to make them mad in the future. Anyway, one of Myanmar's final wars is now going to be against China, who's going to actually declare war on them after seeing how everyone in South Asia just got absolutely destroyed. And yeah, I do not expect Myanmar to win this. I would not expect them to win this at all. Quickly, Chinese troops are going to capture this already unstable area that the Myanmaris just captured, and they're also going to break out through here, and Myanmar is going to get pushed pretty far back. Now, a lot of people are getting scared in Myanmar, and that is going to lead to morality. No, not morality. Troop morale going down. Meanwhile, the push is going to continue by the Chinese. They're going to get all the way over here, and then Myanmar is going to use some guerrilla warfare. Quickly, the Chinese are going to start losing ground because the war is going to start becoming more expensive, and Myanmar is going to push them back. This is the part where it gets insanely. It was already pretty unrealistic. Now it's insanely unrealistic because Myanmar is going to push out over here, and we're just gonna say a lot of the people that live here are gonna align themselves with Myanmar, and yeah, that's it. Realistically, this is the furthest Myanmar is ever gonna get into China, and I think yeah, they're just gonna take it. They're not gonna get too greedy. They're gonna take it, and yeah, they're just gonna take it. They, they're gonna be like, yeah, we got this, and we're gonna keep this. This is all we're gonna get. This is also gonna act like as a buffer zone, kind of, because now the Myanmar homeland is not going to be under attack in case of war. It's going to be this land that they conquered from the Chinese. And yeah, there we go. There there we go. There we go. Anyway, India's gonna see all this and they're gonna be like, nice job, you defeated China. We don't really like China either. You know what isn't a nice job? You have us completely surrounded. Sri Lanka is yours. This entire thing is basically Myanmar now. The entire Bay of Bengal region. Yeah, that's gonna make India kind of get mad. And India is going to finally do something about it. We're gonna have the Indian Declaration of War. But before that, Laos they're gonna finally get replaced with a government that's more interested in working with the Myanmaris, and so they are gonna now become an ally. Same with Bangladesh, who in their war was so destabilized that a rebel government is propped up by Myanmar that is also on their side. And now we begin the final war of the video: Myanmar versus India. Quickly, India is going to get pushed back over here, and this is because India has to deal with Bangladesh, who's going to basically just cut this little gap right here. And yeah, that's not going to look good. Also, Pakistan is going to take advantage of this. They're also going to get involved. And they're basically just going to keep India distracted even more. They're going to move out over here in the Kashmir region. And yeah. By the way, guys, if you're from any of the countries that got wombo comboed by Myanmar, don't take offense. I'm sure someday you guys will get your video. This is kind of like a test video, like just to see if I should start making mapping content that isn't civilization restarts. Anyway, Bangladesh moves up here, capturing that stuff, and yeah, this is not looking good for India. Meanwhile, Myanmar is also going to begin capturing some stuff around the coast, around the southern Indian coast. That's going to lead to the formation of a very, very nice looking front for Myanmar, and something that India should start getting scared of now. And yeah, this is probably the most unrealistic war of the entire scenario. Over here, Pakistan is going to capture Kashmir completely, which is also going to deal a blow to the Indians. And now they're going to start maybe reconsidering the fact that they're even in this war. Bengal, meanwhile, they're going to they're going to start invading a little bit more. And from here, we basically have the most unrealistic part, which is Myanmar somehow making so many landings and uniting their front and then doing this. Yeah, I think you can see where this is going. This is the most unrealistic part, I think. With this, India is going to sign a peace treaty, and well, to say the least, this isn't a kind peace treaty to them. This is a peace treaty that's very unkind to them, very unkind, because they're going to lose so much land. Okay, first we gotta recolor this in. Okay, um, yeah. So we have Laos, we have Bangladesh, and now we have Pakistan. And all these guys with Myanmar, so they're gonna sign their own like treaties and alliances, and now all these guys are allies of Myanmar as well permanently. Now, first thing we're gonna look at Bangladesh. They're going to gain these regions, and some part of Western Bengal, I guess, is going to be given to Bangladesh. Pakistan basically just gonna gain Kashmir, and that's it. Maybe some more regions or some less regions. This is what I think Kashmir looks like. And then Myanmar is going to they're going to get all of this land, and well, yeah, this is sad, isn't it? I don't think this would actually be able to happen. This is the Indian War is probably that's probably the most unrealistic scenario, part of the scenario. But hey, we got to get the big Myanmar empire. Um, Bangladesh, they're gonna get their thing. Pakistan's gonna get their thing. Well, this is an unfortunate sight to see in India. Very unfortunate. Myanmar is also. Are we going to talk about how Myanmar is now just completely protected because India has to go through Bangladesh to get to actual Myanmar territory? Are we going to talk about that? Myanmar played this correctly. Also, all that coastline loss is going to. Wait, yeah, wait. This entire thing is now just a big Myanmar Sea because all these governments are either completely allied with Myanmar or basically puppeted by Myanmar. So the entire like Bay of Bengal region is just completely just a Myanmar Sea now. Um. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. At the end, basically, let's uncolor everything that's not Myanmar. And yeah, we can uncolor all of this. That's not Myanmar territory. Basically, this is what Myanmar looks like now. This is the Myanmar Empire. The Empire of Myanmar. Oh, I forgot to do Kashmir. Um, okay, there we go. Let's just quickly do that. Yeah, there we go. Myanmar Empire. Now, India isn't fully gone. In the future, they're probably going to do retaliatory strikes, maybe get a little bit of the coastline back. Same with China, they're probably going to try to get their stuff back. Bangladesh is probably going to lean away from Myanmar slowly and eventually. Same with these puppets and allies over here. They're probably going to start becoming more friendly with Vietnam over time, mostly because Myanmar is probably going to neglect them. Do I think Myanmar can hold on to this territory now? I feel like to a certain extent. I feel like the Thailand territory up till like here, and then Balochistan and India's territory, I think they probably will lose. All of this, they're probably going to lose. But I still think in the long term, the Chinese land, they're probably also going to lose. But they're in the long term, they're going to get some economic benefits. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe.